Hey, my name is Robert. I am a marketing specialist for Voicexp, and I'm about to teach you how to use our platform.
So here we are in the premium skill platform. So the first thing you want to do is fill out some general information. First thing is the name of your skill. This is what's going to appear in the Alexa Skills Store. The next thing you want to decide is your invocation phrase. Now, this should be in all lowercase, and it's going to be a phrase of 2 to 3 words that users will actually say in order to start or open your skill. Next is the short description. You want to write one sentence, basically your elevator pitch about what your skill does and why it provides value. Then in the long description, you have an opportunity to do 3 to 4 to 5 to 6 to even 7 sentences long. This is what's going to appear in the Alexa Skill Store when someone actually clicks on your icon and learns more about your skill. It's best to include as many keywords as possible so that you can make sure your skill is findable by the people who would want to use your skill. Next, in the what's new section, this is really only relevant when you're updating the skill, not when you're deploying for the first time. So once you've deployed your skill and now you want to start adding some new content, this is where you'd say what's new. Then you have some options about where you want to deploy. You can click as many of these as you like. The United States is default, but you can add any of these countries. Similar to the long description, this is an opportunity for you to input keywords. This is just going to be given to Amazon as data so that they can help the discoverability and findability of your skill. Don't add more than one keyword into this box. What you do is you add a single keyword and then you hit add, and then you'll have the opportunity to enter another keyword. Next, beta testers. This is very important. First thing you want to do is put your own email address so that you can test your skill before you deploy it. And you can add as many email addresses as you would like so you can get your whole team or close friends and family to try the skill out before you deploy. And then Google Analytics, we create a dashboard with Google Analytics to allow you to understand how users are using your skill and how successful it is. So you can either put your Google Analytics account here, or if you don't have one, you can just put a Google account and we will send you a link to create one. Okay, next page. So one of the things that VoiceXP offers that I believe no one else on the market does is the opportunity to use a custom voice actor instead of the default Alexa voice. So we have all types of accents, Indian accent, Welsh, Australian, UK, both male and female. You can go to this link and you can hear each one of them talk so that you can pick which one you like the most. So what's really interesting about our platform is not only can you do text to speech, which means that you type words into this box and then the custom voice actor or the default voice will read them. You can also directly upload an MP3. For instance, if you are the voice of your own brand and you want your voice to be deployed throughout the skill. So, yep, you can just upload directly from your computer. You can also, for a multimodal skill, input pictures. So if you were using something like the Echo Show or the Google Home Hub and someone was interacting with your skill and it first opened, you can input an image right here that they could see while they're listening to your custom voice actor or the default voice. Same thing with having multiple welcome back messages. So the welcome message is the first time that someone interacts with your skill. Welcome back is every subsequent time. And you can add as many welcome back messages as you would like by just hitting add. Same with goodbye messages. Whenever someone ends or cancels their session, you can have a audio MP3 or text to speech goodbye along with an image. Same with the help menu, MP3, text to speech, and the same with error handling, MP3, text to speech. So a little bit of a lesson on this. Help menu is when someone says help. And usually what they're looking for is to understand how the skill works and what the basic functionality is. So that's what you would put here. I can help you with A, B, and C. If there's an error, this is probably because someone has either the device has not understood what the person said or because the person asked for something that your skill doesn't do. And so there's a lot of things you can do with error handling. One of the ones that we recommend is just to say, I'm sorry, I can't do that, and then just explain what exactly you can do. Questions and answers. So This is going to vary based on what exactly you want your voice experience to do, but basically any question that someone could potentially ask your skill, you input that here, and then you can do a text-to-speech or audio MP3 response to that question. You can add as many as you like along with a background image for each response. And then really important, make sure that you have a skill icon and be mindful that under every single image that you put into our platform, there will be a specification for exactly what the image should be. So just be mindful of that. And this is the skill icon, basically your logo, that's going to be displayed in the Alexa skill store. I think it meant to make sure this can't be blank. Yep, so the platform will always make sure that you've added the right content before it lets you move on. So next, this is where you can add audio and video content. So for instance, if I had a podcast skill or a music playing skill, I could, invocation phrase, play the latest single. That's what the user would say. And then right before the latest single starts playing, you can add a pre-audio message. Here's the latest single by X from Y. And then there's two ways you can do it. You can either have a direct MP3 link in HTTPS accessible endpoint, or you can upload the MP3 like we did on the last page. And then for multimodal, you can then input the name of the song, subtitle, what album or EP does it come from, and then you can add an album cover either by URL or direct upload. Same goes for video, phrase to play the video, what the video is called, subtitle, the direct link, either on YouTube or Vimeo or some other service, or you can just upload it directly from your computer. So the final page, and what I think is one of the most important parts of the platform, lead generation. So what you can do is you can input your own mobile phone number and your own email. And then what can happen is, let's say someone's listening to your podcast or you're answering one of their questions. At the end of your response, you can say, by the way, if you want me to text you a link to subscribe to my podcast, or text me a link to the website, or join my newsletter, you can have someone say that. And then what you can do is you can say, thanks for asking, where should I send the link? And you can ask them to say their mobile phone number out loud. Our system will then find that, and they will then you can just SMS, send whatever you want to the user. So send them the link to subscribe to your podcast, the website link, a link to your newsletter, whatever it is that you want to do. And then once the message has been sent, you can say, okay, I sent it. What would you like to do next? And you can have them continue to be a part of your voice experience. So not only can you, do lead gen, get more podcast subscribers, get more people looking at your website, your landing page, get more people on your newsletter, but you can keep them within your funnel and keep bringing new content towards them. So that's basically the entire process, everything you need to know. Once you go through all 4 pages and you feel like it's as good as it can be, you're just going to go ahead and hit submit. And what will happen next is once this is submitted, it'll be in the certification queue, and then we will push it to the Alexa Skill Store, and we will let you know when you can go ahead and tell your users to start using it. Thanks for watching.